all the color that I imagine will characterize it? So, you need to speak up.
Will I watch?
Yes. Will you follow this? I know you said yesterday that the Senate really did not, I mean, the vote in the National Assembly and Senate really didn't interest you, but would this send-off for President Uhuru Kenyatta be something that you'd find interesting?
No. No.
Okay.
It's not that, maybe, okay, I do not know how to justify that.
It's just not your cup of tea?
No.
Okay, understood, fair enough. Gentlemen, is this perhaps more your type of event, Obed?
Okay, for me, I will watch because I fancy the way military do their things. I always enjoy, for sure, even during the national holidays. The only reason why I do watch the holidays is because if you see, if there's something this country someone can be proud of is our military. They do their things into perfection, and so I could want to see how the ceremony of pulling out of power will be happening. I hope you people will be viewing the whole event on your TV. So so we watch the last. I think this is the last. The last time we will be seeing President Kenyatta in military attire, if he's going to do one today. So I must watch.
All right. How about you, Mike? Alayla Mohammed talks of things like trooping of the colors. I don't know what it means. I'm not sure if it applies in this situation, but all the same, usually I'm quite impressed.
In as much as I want to see the event, I really don't want to see President Uhuru Kenyatta.
He is still President Uhuru Kenyatta. Why not?
Because I'm not a happy man when I see him. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
He never delivered. He's not a man of his word. And many other things that we can say about him.
All right. So actually, this will segue us into our conversation this morning, which is about the Jubilee administration, which Irene, I'm sure, is keen to remind you in the first time involved William Ruto. But yes, Irene.
Yes. I wanted to remind him of what you have reminded him.
Oh, okay.
That William Samoei Ruto was part of the government that he says didn't deliver. Also, the reason why I will not be watching, it's because there is actually nothing new about it. Maybe if I watch it, it is because of the marching of the army, like Obed said, and the drummings, but not the farewell or something.
They talked about something called pulling. Sure. Yeah, pulling out. What is that?
Okay. Pulling out of power simply means that there's a military, can I call it vehicle, or so there is the Chief of Defense Forces, Robert Kibochi. The car is tied with a rope, and President Kenyatta uses the car ahead of him is the one Kibochi will be in, and the one Kenyatta will be the behind him. So the one for Kibochi will stand like at the gate of the military whatever, the headquarters in Hurlingham DOD. So they will try like pulling him out of power. Like it is a symbolic thing. I think it happened in 2012 when Kibaki was getting out of power. I watched, and like it is more of what happened yesterday in Bunge when Turi, they closed the Bunge, then they exchanged some, I don't know the constitution, and some whatever the standing orders of the parliament. Yeah, it is more of the same. It is a ceremonial thing. So once they pull him out of power, there is some honor, like 21 gun salute. Yeah, so that's what it simply means, pulling out of power. And there's a special vehicle for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leila Mohammed that informed me, she's the resident expert on all these things. And she told me in addition to the gun salute, which I'm not, don't ask me those questions, but there will be a hip hip hooray. Today's show is called The Last Hurrah. I'm sure that's the part where Mike might close his ears, put his hands over his ears. He says there's nothing to hip hip hooray about as far as the Uhuru administration is concerned. So we get into that conversation now. And did the Jubilee administration deliver on its manifesto promises to the youth? I'm curious. Oh, I beg your pardon, Hafsa, I didn't give you a chance to comment on this.
I did not. But I can comment right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Personally, I'll watch this because I have so much respect on the military. My dad was part of the Air Force.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll have to watch this. From Kibaki's tenure to Uhuru, we've watched it as a family. It's actually a farewell party for him. Mike might say he did not deliver, but we cannot actually say that he didn't. You know, we also see there's some advantages. There's some improvement he made, for example, in the infrastructure. And if he's going to criticize Uhuru, I think he should also pinpoint that Ruto was also in that government.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, was it all bad? Hafsa says, you know, perhaps not. It doesn't have to be either extremes, jubilation or tears. She says mixed bag.
Yeah.
Mixed bag. Okay. So, yeah, I'm curious. Irene, did you vote this year?
No.
Actually, why am I saying this year like it was such a long time ago? Last month.
No.
No, you did not.
Reasons.
When somebody starts reasons,
Reasons.
just prepare yourself for a thesis. Yes.
When I came here last time, I was wearing a t-shirt that said "No food, no election." They actually gave Kenyans 100 bob maize flour during that period of elections.
If you could find it.
If you could,
Yeah.
I did not. Actually, there was no 100 shillings unga huko mtaani, hakuna. So, to me, coming out to vote would have been a compromise to what I actually believed in. Maybe I went to the streets to say that if there was no food, I will not vote. And up to the day of election, there was no food. Like everything was just skyrocketing. Salad ilikuwa the same, gas ilikuwa the same. Unga mimi, to me it was still the same because I could not find the 100. And if there was that 100 bob, nilienda super once. And that 100 bob flour came with a condition that you should actually buy items worth this amount so that you can actually purchase this one, as if they're giving you for free. And my question was, if I was coming that njia refu to come to look for 100 bob flour, do you think I have the 200 bob to actually buy the other stuffs to actually afford the flour? So, Mimi, actually, Uhuru Ruto government failed me as a youth. I am very angry as a youth because I was failed. And to actually vote will be a compromise to myself.
But Irene, isn't that counterproductive? Because you're given a choice. The person who, moving forward, will make that unga affordable.
If it was, let us take part with the two that were actually on the top. If it was a Ruto I was voting for, he was in the government, he had the chance to lower the food prices. If again it was Raila I was voting for, he also was in that government. So there was no new face that I was actually looking forward to vote for.